So we're back. We're back because we still have to call out this film Cuties and Netflix because their tactics for trying to justify it continue to evolve, continue to change, desperate as they are to release this film despite the massive and growing public outrage. When you get a moment, check out this article from IndieWire. It's titled, Tessa Thompson and More Defend Cuties, Criticize Netflix Marketing for Creating Outrage. Just how tone deaf. If you recall, last week Netflix released a half-ass apology. You can check out my response to that in the link above. There they apologize not for the film, but for the marketing of the film. Never mind the fact that the promotional material is literally a scene pulled from the film itself. But no, they apologized for the poster and then noted two things they thought we, critics of this film, should actually care about. First, they noted that it's a French film. Netflix, would you like to pretend that we actually care that the film was made in France? Most people don't know and didn't ask because we could care less. It doesn't matter if the film was made in France, if it was made in Germany, if it was made in Japan. That's beside the point. Like the poster, it's a red herring. That's not what's driving the backlash. Secondly, they threw out there that the film won awards at Sundance. Nobody cares, Netflix, that the film won awards. Again, nobody asked. No sane person's opinion is changed by the mention of an award. It just further reinforces the fact that your industry is sick. But now, here's the latest thing. Here's the new thing, because both those failed, right? People were like, look, we don't care where it's made. We don't care that it won awards. So here's the new line. Now we're being told that we can't criticize the film because the director is a black woman. In this article by IndieWire, and again, I'm not going to read all of it because I am personally sick of the excuses, but the relevant part of the article is a quote from a so-called writer called Kaz Armstrong. Remember his name. Because he says this, please do not boycott this important film, especially one by a black female filmmaker. Then you have actress Tessa Thompson, who describes Cuties as a beautiful film. It gutted me at Sundance Fest. Introduces a fresh voice at the helm. She's a French Senegalese black woman. Are these people insane? As a black woman, let me be perfectly clear on this, okay? Nobody cares about the race of the director, nor should they. You don't get a pass for exploiting children, engaging them in adult behavior, and exposing them to a TVMA-rated film audience because you're black. The principal character in the film is a little black girl, so you for damn sure don't get to play the race card here because she's the priority. She's the one who deserves consideration and protection here. She's the one being exploited here. Her and the countless of other little girls in the film and those exposed to the abuse perpetuated throughout this film by these mindless sickos, both on set and throughout the audition process. In a Variety article back in January of this year, the producer, Zangro, who is apparently not black, but you won't hear about him because it doesn't quite fit the narrative, gave an exclusive interview. There he admits that Cuties is about the hypersexualization of pre-adolescent girls. It simply occurred to no one that the film does the exact same thing it allegedly is trying to warn us about. In this article, he was asked, how did you cast the 11-year-old female lead, Fathia? His answer? The casting process was a saga. We spent over 6 months and saw 650 candidates, and it was only in the very last hour of the last day that we found Fathia. How are questions not being raised about this producer, the casting agents, the parents, the entire audition process? What exactly were these girls asked to do? Because the film features provocative dance. So were they asked to dance as part of their audition in front of these men? How is this okay? Like, who can with a straight face maintain that there is nothing wrong with this? And just so we put the description controversy to rest, because that is one of the things that keeps coming up. Well, the description was wrong. The description was this. The description was that. Just so we're clear that everyone involved in this process knew exactly what they were doing, let's take a look at the actual Sundance description, the one that was submitted with the film. It reads as follows. 11-year-old Amy lives with her mom, Miriam, and younger brother, awaiting her father to rejoin the family from Senegal. Amy is fascinated by disobedient neighbor Angelica's free-spirited dance clique, a group that stands in sharp contrast to Miriam's deeply held traditional values. Undeterred by the girl's initial brutal dismissal and eager to escape her family's simmering dysfunction, Amy, through an ignited awareness of her burgeoning femininity, propels the group to enthusiastically embrace an increasingly sensual dance routine, sparking the girls' hope to twerk their way to stardom at a local dance contest. The girls' aim is to twerk their way to stardom at a local dance contest. As part of the film, as part of the narrative, they are engaging in increasingly sensual dance routines. That's the description. That's the official description. So no, Netflix didn't misrepresent anything. They presented it exactly as it is. And those of us who are, again, sane, people who actually care about children being exploited, are right about this film. It is exploitive. It is sick. It's abusive to the children in the film and the children who auditioned for the film and the children who are out there in the public who will become victimized by this type of film being perpetuated on a international platform like Netflix. All the adults in this process are to be condemned for this. None are exempt based on race or gender or nationality or any other label you want to attempt to use as a shield. This isn't about race or culture. It's about character and the apparent lack of it in an industry that would stand by and applaud, fund, and defend this. But there is a simple solution. Netflix can choose not to release the film. It can choose to stop making excuses, to stop acting as if they don't hear or understand what it is that we're saying. They can choose to stop with the red herrings. They can choose to stop using where the film was made or who directed it or her race or her gender as a shield against the criticism. They can choose to listen to their customers, to lose money on this deal, cut their losses, and cancel the film's release. Or Netflix can choose to watch hundreds of thousands of subscribers, possibly millions, the world over, choose to cancel or not renew their service because they don't want their dollars to go to the promotion of material like this that sexually exploits innocent children. It's a simple solution. It's an easy choice. But it's a choice that Netflix is going to have to make.